Good evening, traders. It is it is Wednesday, September 29th, and pretty choppy day again today. A lot of efforts to sell off the market, and could not break the 114 area and could not break 115 on the upside. Wound up closing right in the middle of the range, 114.46 on the spiders. We got a lot of economic data tomorrow. We're looking at GDP, jobless claims, business profitability. Bernanke speaking tomorrow. Got some other stuff going on with bonds. So it should be an interesting. Oh, and tomorrow's the last day of the quarter, last day of the month. So you could expect the window dressing to continue, but with all this news coming out, it could rock the markets. And I'm thinking we're going to be rocked to the downside. So let's take a look here. There's Oasis right there. You're looking at the SPX daily. Another inside candle here. As you see, we're at close at 1144.73. Bollinger Band's coming down and contracting, and this when this has happened in other scenarios, when the Bollinger Band starts declining like this, a lot of times that is the top. It's signaling there's going to be a move, because as far as the upside, you'd have to have a lot of volume to come in right now to blast through, number one, the 1150 area, but also the declining Bollinger Band, which is 10 points higher. So I don't think it's going to do that. As you see here in the relative strength, you already put in a lower high. Now we're just looking for you have a very short-term lower low here. As you see here, there was this bounce up here, then a decline, then another bounce, and now another decline. Is actually, I think, a little bit lower. You got a very overbought stochastic, 90 and 88 rating. The black is crossing down. I mean, it's turned down. It hasn't crossed the red yet. But you have this histogram that's been ticking down day after day after day for the last couple weeks, and the volume keeps declining, which is very bearish. So I have a feeling this is reminding me a lot of the flash crash scenario, where the volume just kept getting light, and towards the end of the rally, then the volume picked up at the top, and eventually we plummeted a good 170 points. I'm thinking that there's probably going to be something to that effect. I think we're going to have a quick move down. I think we're going to head into the I think this head and shoulder formation is going to work out. We'll see, because that's a pretty bold call, because we're right near the shoulder right now. But I don't think it's going to break through it. We've had we had 4 chances, 3 chances this week. We had the chance on Friday. It should have done it when you had the huge gap up and the breakout. You just stopped right at the at that area, and so you had 5 chances. And then you had earlier last week, you got rejected up around that area. As you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of rejections, and it's all light volume. I don't see any reason for volume to come in. There's Fed guys talking about they don't see anything imminent as far as QE, and I think the market's kind of pricing in QE for November. My opinion of QE is that it's not going to work anyway. So actually, it's going to make things worse. So I think that you had J.P. Morgan at the end of the day talking about some password's not working here. You had J.P. Morgan talking about some mortgage problems. They didn't include some disclosure or something. At the end of the day, I actually thought that was going to tank the market. The market, J.P. Morgan and the other banks went down a little bit, and then we had like a hard bounce in the last 15 minutes, which was leaving a lot of traders puzzled that I talked to. So, including myself, this market is very crazy. It just seems like there's the mutual fund cash levels are so low. There's no money on the sidelines. That's a myth. Everybody's piled into this market that's going to be in it, and there's just these black boxes just pushing this market around right now. It's really frustrating. There's manipulation is just incredible. But another chart here. I finally logged into this account here. I forgot my password. But if you look at the VIX daily, you had the VIX stochastic turn down, now it turned back up. That's very bullish. You have another histogram bar ticking up, and look at these Bollinger Bands tightening here. Sorry. There you see the Bollinger Bands tightening. I'm looking for a big upside move. I'm looking for a big sell-off. I think we're going to wind up breaking out of this, breaking the previous sell-off's high, which was 28. I think we're going much higher in the VIX. I think that the VIX is ready to go crazy because I have a feeling that things, the volume in this rally is very, very disturbing. We shouldn't be this high right now, and people are starting to the media is really trying to get people sucked in here, and it's just really kind of despicable that nobody on CNBC really talks about the downside of this QE, and just the fact that everyone's assuming that it's a done deal when it's not. There's also, I mean, Bernanke's going to have to answer what, when he does this again and nothing happens. People are going to be very angry, and a lot of Fed dissension. A lot of people don't want to be taking the blame, putting their name on it. So as you see here on the hourly VIX 60-minute chart, you have the moving averages all in bullish alignment. You had that nice bullish candle at the end of the day, and then you had a bull crossover on the MACD. And your stochastic is only 37 to 36, so you are going to have a bull cross when you're not completely oversold, but you're it's actually, remember what I said, when you don't go completely to oversold and you turn up and you get a sell-off, there's a good chance this is going to explode to the downside. I mean, to the upside tomorrow. The VIX exploding to the upside means the market's going to explode to the downside. So it's a possibility. Am I predicting it? I think I have a feeling this market's ready to roll over. So seeing this chart makes me excited as a bear. So I think there's big potential for downside in the next couple days. So the next chart I'm looking at, as you see here, is the U.S. dollar daily. We're in this falling wedge. Got potential positive divergence still setting up here. If it doesn't cross below that negative 1.0, very oversold. 3 and a 4 reading on the stochastic. I mean, you just can't push this down anymore. If Bernanke happens to say something tomorrow indicating that there's no QE or there's no guarantee of a QE, or some disappointment, this thing's going to rocket up in a hurry, and there's a good chance that we could see 83. And the guy Nigerian on CNBC, he was actually talking about this trade too, and I'm thinking the same thing. I think this market's heading lower, and I think that this U.S. dollar is going to get a nice short squeeze to the upside, and I think the VIX is ready to go nuts to the upside, and I'm liking what I'm seeing as far as the bearishness in the near-term future. As you see here, I'm looking at the ssec, which is a Chinese Shanghai Stock Exchange. Closed down again yesterday, about to have a bear cross. 18 is about to cross the 45 to the downside. You're trading below the 18 and 45. Very interesting chart. It's like you have a complex, like head and shoulders formation playing out there. Your MACD is below to 0. The histogram's ticking up. Stochastic 33 and 28 reading. This market is kind of, I guess you would be kind of neutral on it. You could try to be bearish. You could, if you wanted to short it, you short it near that 18-day moving average. Try to short it around there and take out if it. Actually, you'd want to really short it before the most recent high on this candle here, which was yesterday. But anyway, I think markets are breaking down. Also, another newsworthy thing, there's the bill passed allowing us to deal with Chinese manipulation of their currency. Could possibly cause some trade war problems. I mean, everybody's kind of struggling, and countries are trying to devalue their own currencies and stuff. Things are getting a little crazy out there. Buckle down. Do not be long this market. Don't get caught in the rug pull. All right. If anything, if you're in long term, definitely head to the sidelines. Even gold right now, I think, is a little overbought. I would wait for a better buying opportunity, but it's still like gold in the long term. But I would be careful with that too. Have a good night, people.